In this video, I will tell you the second way of creating a thread object. For that, I am going to create one more class. Instead of implementing runnable like the previous video, I will say extends and I will say thread. This thread class is a concrete class. It's not an abstract class. So this class will not ask you for any kind of overriding, but you have to explicitly mention this run method which is present here. This is the run method, and now inside this run method I am going to print my name Kajal Balotra with thread, and then now I can print that which thread is actually printing my name. Now I'll go back into my main. Inside this main, this was the first way, right? I'll just say this is the first way of creating thread. Instead of creating runnable, because now you're not required to pass runnable, I want to use public constructor without any parameter. I'll say thread equals to new. I'll say new thread demo 2. By default, this thread demo 2 is a child of thread class, right? Because I have extended it. Now what I'll do, I'll just say thread 1 dot start. Now whenever the start method will get called, again it will go into the start method, and then after some checks it will call the start 0, and this is native, so it will go back to operating system, and that operate with the help of operating system. After the confirmation, it will call this run method. Now can you think, will this run method get called or not? This run method will not get called. Why? Because this thread demo 2 is a child class of thread. I'll explain. If you have a parent class, this parent class has a method called demo. This is a method, okay, which is present in parent class. And you also have a child class. Inside this child class, you also have the demo method. Now I am trying to call with reference variable is of parent and object is of child. Now with this reference variable, and I want to call this demo method. Which demo method will get called? Parent one or the child one? By default, child's one demo method will get called. It will not call the parent's method, because the priority will go to the child method, right? Similarly, this thread demo 2 is a child class of thread class. So inside this thread class, you have a run method, and inside this thread demo 2, you have a run method. Whenever from this thread class, the thread will get started, internally it will call run. Instead of calling this run method, it will by default call this run method, and that's how this run method will get called. Now if I'll try to run this again, now you will able to see the output. Now you can see the output here, right? So this is thread 1 and this is thread 0. So there are two threads which have been created. Both of them are printing my statement. Now let's see from where this statement is getting printed. So for that, you can go into this current thread. So this current thread is again a native call. So that means in order to see the current thread, JVM has to check it with operating system. JVM alone cannot tell that what exactly is the current thread. Now whenever you want to print something, at that time, if that is not a string, in that case you will go here, and this thread is not string, but whenever you want to print an object, it will call the toString method. So if I'll go into this toString method, you can see this thread, and this is the thread, this is the thread, this is the square bracket, this is the square bracket, then the name, this thread 0 is the name, and then after this is the priority is 5, and then after you have this group name. I told you that whenever you are not defining any name to the group, at that time, from wherever you have started the thread, that becomes the group of it. Because this thread has been started from main, that's why the group name becomes this main. That the statement that was getting printed is printing from this string method. You have to comment down the code for creating a thread with some custom thread name and with some custom group name. I think that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching.